Comrade, it's a great time having you. This is your Marriage Will Be a State of Mind to the World series of teaching we have been giving you. This is the fifth series you've done. I want to remind you, go to my YouTube channel. I use the name Bismarck Osei. Go to my channel, Nothing Can Stop Your Motivation Message. Go and watch them, subscribe to them. Thank you for your gradual support you've given me. That level of support you've given me all this, I'm very, very grateful for that level of acceleration. Thank you so much for what you've been doing for me. Go to my channel and watch those things. Also have these ebooks for you. Building your competitiveness in a crowded planet. $4. It will be impossible to have this world without you. $4. Your marriage will be a state of mind to the world. $5. There is something inside you. The world is in need of. $4. Leaders of Generation Thinkers. $5. Go to Amazon and Gumroad for these ebooks. I have a lot of ebooks all there too. I have a couple of ebooks there. Go and get them for yourself. Thank you so much. So we have this series. This is the fifth series of the Your Marriage Will Be a State of Mind to the World. If you don't want your marriage to be counted among divorce statistics, then it's very important you abreast yourself with these vibration ideas on dating and courtship. And this is the fifth series we are having. Today we have, let me do a small recap of what we have done in the series 1, 2, and 3, and 4. In the first series and second series, we look at friendship, because dating starts with friendship, and therefore if you want to date, the first thing you look at is a friendship. And we understood the 4 gradual stages of friendship one have to have every period. And also we understood some of the internal quality one should look for, in as much as we are also very mindful, very quintessential about external qualities. We also look at not being oblivious of the fact that there's a need for internal quality. We spoke about a lot of internal quality you have to embrace yourself with. Also, again, we also in the third series, also we spoke about whether God chooses people to marry. We said that, and how often is it that we talk about the issue of also having a growth target for your dating and courtship, and trying to juxtapose what you take in and what you put out during your period of dating and courtship, and see the addressing any imbalances so that it don't reflect your marriage, so that you can rebalance yourself with explosiveness for your marriage to be a global icon for transcendental global impactfulness of your marriage. And so these are things we said in series 1, series 2, series 3, series 4. Go and get them. Go to YouTube, my channel. Your marriage will be a state of mind to the world, Bismarck say, and get that and listen to it. We are on the fifth series now. Today, another issue we're going to address during your period of dating. You're still on your period of dating. What are some of the issues you address? One other issue, issue of effective communication and intimacy is a propellant for growth. So issue of effective communication and intimacy is a propellant for growth. So effective communication and intimacy is a strong incentive that serve as a running requirement that keep your mind in a process. Will help you understand every track, you're able to track the protracted trend of whatever happening in the process of dating and courtship. So it's a strong incentive, it's a strong springboard, a launch pad that serves as a substantial running requirement that keep your mind in the process during that period. Without any equivocation or without any doubt, during your period of dating and courtship, deepen your escalation understanding or deepen your profound understanding on the fact that effective communication and intimacy is propellant for development. And therefore, it's important for you to address that, to build yourself up for that. Very effective communication, not just any wasteful conversation. Wasteful conversation, people waste time on dating, talking 4, 5, 3 hours. You don't know what they're even talking about, but they're spending time just talking. I think these are very wasteful communication. You can invest your time being, can do something else. We talk about things that very productive conversation to know yourself, not just wasteful. I remember when I was in university, I remember one guy, midnight, 4, 12 o'clock to 5 a.m. I don't know what he was talking about for 5 hours. Maybe just not effective communication. Maybe wasteful conversation. I don't think, what can you be discussing with your girlfriend every day, 5 hours on phone talking? What are they discussing? It's very, very, very misconstrued. Through effective communication and intimacy, it will help you to learn how to enjoy your differences, making your differences represent the world in each other. During your effective communication intimacy, it will help you to enjoy your differences and make your differences represent the world in each other. If you have effective communication, not just unnecessary communication, spending 4 or 5 hours talking about necessary things, talking about productive things that build yourself, your education, your business, build yourself up as personality for the future, and build the marriage. Productive things, not unnecessary conversation about unproductive things that will be very inimical to your future growth. That would be very, very nuisance and very preposterous. So through effective communication and intimacy, it will help you to learn how to enjoy your differences, making your differences represent the world in you. Your differences can represent what your difference can represent a world in you. Your differences can represent a world in each other. In a sense that, for example, if there are differences among yourself, which borders on efficiency in the use of resources, which borders on weak decision-making abilities, complacency, attitude of lack of integrity or credibility, or competitiveness, the issue of acrimony, vindictiveness, the issue of acrimony, vindictiveness, issue of unequal level vindictiveness, equal level of spiritual maturity and others. You can develop strategies to help integrate it in each other through effective communication and intimacy. That's effective communication. You have intimacy and communication. Maybe you want to integrate into yourself. Your difference should present the world in you. Why? You look at your differences, you look at how we extrapolate best strategies from world-class people that are able to integrate it in their life and build themselves. Maybe the differences in you when it comes to effective use of resources, how you live long in productivity and efficiency, when it comes to decision-making abilities, when it comes to complacency, lack of integrity, credibility, and when it comes to criminal vindictiveness, resentment, when it comes to unequal distribution, unequal spiritual maturity, is the time you use your communication and intimacy to integrate that difference in each other to build yourself, to make it represent the world in you. That's serious communication and intimacy. No unnecessary things that are not very good for. That's not pertinent for your growth. You can develop strategies. You can develop strategies how to integrate it in each other to effective communication and intimacy. This will represent the world in you because you are shaping your future marriage with the global accepted character traits, which will make your future marriage take you to a place of real living, not just mere existence. These are very important, very blessing for you. That that will help you, may give you that global accepted character traits that make your that will make your future marriage a real living, not just mere existence. That will be your experience. Knowing your difference and how you integrate yourself, correct those differences. Where experience is not what happened to you, experience is what you do, what has been to you. During that period, build your experience, knowing your differences and how you integrate into each other to represent the world in you. That's effective communication. Communication that is building you, building your career, building your academics, building your family, extrapolating resources to build your nuclear family, extended family, building your life, building your marriage. That's effective communication. That's effective communication. If you talk about 10 or 15 hours, and even it's effective communication that builds your marriage and your future and your marriage, your academics, your sisters, your brothers, extract a lot of information that build your. That's effective communication we're talking about here. Serious stuff. I want to show you this story. This reminds me of Charles Nixon and a florist Dexter who lived in Macca in Australia. Through their period of 6 years of dating and relationship courtship, they developed strategies to learn and enjoy their differences, making it represent the world in them because it enhanced their decision-making abilities. Through that period, they look at their differences and they leverage on it and enhance their decision-making abilities. This reflected in their marriage. It helped them to impact it into their children, making their children global influential thinkers and achievers and impactfulness. They extrapolate effective communication, resourceful things, opinionated things that will be you. Please, I don't want to tell you how many hours you're supposed to communicate during the day. Somebody might not like talking too long. You want somebody to stay on phone talk for 2 or 3 hours. Somebody might be very busy. You cannot do that. And it doesn't mean the fact that you cannot talk 2 3 hours on phone doesn't mean it's not serious. I don't think and how many hours you talk on phone doesn't talk about your seriousness when it comes to video communication. It's not about that. It's about the quality time. If you have 10 minutes, what do you do with the 10 minutes? It's not about 10 minutes. It's not about if even the person can talk to you 10 minutes and it's effective, 5 minutes, effective communication. It's okay. It's not about being on phone for 6 7 hours and talking. It's not everybody can talk like that. Somebody might not be somebody who is a talkative who wants to talk so much. So don't force people to do things that are beyond their borders. So since settle on the duration that will be conducive for both partners to help you learn and enjoy your difference without any equivocation, succinctly or ostensibly. The period of dating and courtship, majority of the daily activities should known to each other, but you have to build your trust and also your issue of what personal privacy. Yes, you want to know yourself in and out. You want to have that chemistry, but there's a need also to understand that there's some sort of privacy. You should not tamper with the person's wallet or purse or personal email or other private property unless you give the person access permission. The fact that you know yourself, you know everything about yourself, that you can just tap into the person's emails, private property without his permission. The right to privacy and quietude is preoccupied and should be respected. Avoid telling jokes at the expense of your partner's feelings is very important. And these are things you have to understand. So a period of effective communication intimacy, but it should be effective communication intimacy that builds you up. I want to remind you, go to my YouTube channel. Nothing can stop you motivation message. I have a lot of motivation message on my channel. Bismarck say, watch them, subscribe them for me. Thank you so much for your placement support. Have ebooks, electronic books, Amazon Gumroad, Building Your Competence, a Crowded Planet, $4. It will be impossible to have this world without you, $4. Your marriage will be a state of mind to the world, $5. There's something inside you, the world is in need of $4. Leaders of Generation Thinkers, $5. Get them for you. This is the 5th series of the teaching we are having on your marriage will be a state of mind to the world, teaching on dating and courtship. We are having this is the 5th series. Another 5th issue I want to address is the powerful development of emotional intelligence. One of the things during your dating courtship, you have to develop your emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is a vibrant resource that gives different destinations to different dating and courtship. So emotional intelligence is a vehement resource that gives different destinations to different dating and courtship. Profoundly. One of the areas you have to both work towards developing is building your emotional intelligence, able to be emotionally very stable. Your ability to do this will act as a strong incentive of a coping mechanism that will give you stability in your days of dating, courtship, and marriage. Sorry for that. Sorry. Stability of your emotions lead to, why is it important? Stability of emotions lead to proper development of your thought. If you're able to control your emotions, you're able to control your thought, you're able to develop your thought very well. Thought control. And develop your thought very well. And your ability to develop your thought very well enhance your decision-making abilities. And decision-making abilities, once you're able to enhance your decision-making ability, give you that proper extrapolation of resource from the environment towards building your healthy marriage. The once you're able to have that emotional stability, you're able to, it enforces your proper development of your thought. Proper development of your thought also build your decision-making abilities that help you to extrapolate resources from the environment to build your healthy marriage. During this period of courtship and dating, if anything from the environment angers you, communicate it to your partner before the close of the day. Develop strategies to help each other handle it. This is a robust approach towards building emotional intelligence for the period. So, during this period of dating and courtship, if anything from the environment angers you, communicate it to your partner before the close of the day. Develop strategies to help you handle it. This is a robust approach towards having emotional convergence. If anything angers you, let your partner know and find out strategies to handle it before the day ends. And why? It's emotional. You're trying to build emotional convergence. What is emotional convergence here? This is where two of you collectively help each other towards controlling their emotion in spite of any multitudinous or numerous irritating situations, either from the employment, whether from gathering programs, whether from family issues, whether from relationship miscommunication, anywhere. You're helping each other to control your emotions over the period, and this is the time to have that sort of emotional convergence as you work towards that period. During your disagreement, develop the attitude that there should be no winner or loser. You're both winners, you're both losers. This helps you to develop stable emotions in time of disagreement and argument. So this will build your emotional intelligence. And that will help you in proper development of your thought. That will enhance your decision-making ability for proper extrapolating of resources for the environment to build your marriage. A story I heard of Clement Wupak and Salomon Longfellow. They were living in the area of Alexanderplatz in Berlin, dated and courted for a period of 4 years before their marriage. They develop their emotional stability by communicating to each other anything that angers them before the close of the day. They find out measures to control it. This helps them to build emotional intelligence during their marriage. This helps them to prevent these irritating issues from adversely affecting their next day activity, making both partners very productive at their workplace. So this also, so we've seen that emotions are very important. Everybody have emotions. Somebody just get angry, take a knife, you kill somebody. It's not about being get angry. What you do when you're angry and what makes you angry. Everybody can be angry. God even get angry in the Bible. God got angry. So everybody has emotion, can be angry. But the fact is, what do you do when you're angry and what makes you angry and how do you handle it? It's very important. If anything angers you, let your partner know. Let him help you develop measures to control you before the day close of the day, so it doesn't affect your next day activity. Somebody can be angry, it goes on travel to the next day, it affects his psyche and everything. Thank you. This is the fifth series. We've done with the fifth series. We have done with the fifth series of these teachings. I want to remind you, go to my YouTube channel, Nothing Can Stop Your Motivation Message. Watch my motivation videos, watch them, subscribe them. Thank you for your blistering, gradual support you've been giving me. Have these ebooks for you. Ebooks, go to Amazon and Gamble, building a competence in a crowded planet, $4. It will be impossible to have this world without you. $4. Your marriage will be a state of mind to the world, $5. There is something inside you the world is in need of. Leaders of Generation Thinkers, $5. Go to Amazon and Gumroad for these things. Thank you so much. I'll come away with the series 6. We're still on teachings on dating and courtship. We are going to continue to your marriage and all those things. Thank you so much. Bye bye.